Whether it be glistening with a sticky glaze, studded with cloves, or flavoured with sweet fruit, a succulent ham makes the ultimate Christmas centrepiece. Let me show you how to do one. Okay, so it's really simple ingredients that you need for this recipe. I've got a half leg ham, 1 cup of orange marmalade, and a third of a cup of maple syrup. So preheat your oven to 160 degrees fan force. We want a moderate heat so that the glaze doesn't burn whilst the ham is being warmed through. And this is now the time to move the racks around in the oven so that your ham can actually fit. So I'm going to move this middle rack to the lowest position so the ham can get in. Now the first step to prepping your ham is to use a small sharp knife to cut around the shank about 10 centimetres from the end. Now this next part isn't as hard as you think, so we need to remove the rind, and to do that we're simply going to start at the opposite end of the shank and run our thumb between the fat and the rind to remove it. So as much as possible you want to try and keep that fat layer nice and intact, so just work slowly and gently. Also, a little tip to speed things up, you can do this part in advance, so just remove the rind and then keep the ham covered in the fridge about a day before you want to cook it. Et voila! Ham in pan. And it's time to make the glaze. This one is incredibly simple with just 2 ingredients, so we're going to combine the maple syrup with the marmalade. And a little tip for you, if you want to mix it up and you don't like orange marmalade, choose another jam that's your favourite, or you can even use a cranberry sauce, or you can replace the maple syrup with some honey, whatever you like. Now let's brush the ham with that beautiful glaze. So heavy. All right, so liberally brush that on there. And you might notice that I didn't score this ham. There really is no need. You know, it makes it look a little bit fancy, but this one's going to be just as tasty. You could also stud some cloves in there too if you like. Now it's off to the oven. Actually, I probably can't hold this and open the oven at the same time. And a little tip for you, if your oven is already full of Christmas goodies, you can actually cook this ham in the barbecue with the lid closed. Okay, so it's been 15 minutes, so it's time to give this ham a little check and a bit of a baste. So we need to baste it every 15 minutes whilst it's cooking, and it really needs about 20 minutes per kilo. So just brush on some glaze. Again, be really nice and liberal with this. Okay, so that's pretty simple. Now we just need to repeat that again every 15 minutes, and if it starts to get a bit too brown on top, just cover it with foil. Okay, should be ready. Oh, look at it, it looks so good. Smells like Christmas in here. Check it out. Now we just need to allow this ham to rest for some of those juices to reabsorb back through the meat. So just grab a piece of alcohol foil and loosely cover it, just so the steam can still escape. I've transferred my ham to a platter ready for serving, and now to just give it a final beautiful touch, I'm going to wrap the shank with some muslin and some rosemary and thyme. So there you have it, a sweet, glistening ham with an easy marmalade glaze that will be a stunning and delicious centrepiece for your Christmas table.